art stream, let's go! Hello, hello! Is anybody there?
Oh my god, are we live? That happened so fast.
I'd already clicked the button when I shouted the first time.
Oh god. Hi, people. Oh no, I did not fix my audio. Oh no.
Rip. Sorry that we are late. I had stuff that was important.
We were busy, and by we I mean Blue.
It was very important, could not be avoided.
Ooh, that might be a good thing.
I am here now. It does, however, mean though that we have started at the time that I would have normally finished warm-up. Because normally I try to finish warm-up by 9, and I am now starting warm-up at 9, so speed warm-up time.
Speed warm-up. Fortunately, even though it wasn't necessarily creative, I have been writing all day, so I've already very thoroughly warmed up.
Nice.
So my warm-up is going to be rereading what the fuck I wrote. Crank your mic audio apparently, Blue. It's
Mine.
your fucking mic again.
It's always me. I can never tell. Because I look at the levels when we speak, and I'm like, they look even. That means our volume must be the same.
Yours is kind of okay, but your sound is a mile away.
Is this using the correct microphone?
Is it using the right mic? So chat, for context while Blue tries to fix this, we had a problem before the stream started where it didn't believe that Blue's mic existed at all.
Yeah, it
So there is a
find it.
non-zero chance it is using some other microphone. Which mic is it using? Let's find
Let's
out.
find out.
Couldn't tell you. Can I get lucky?
No, I think it is using the right one, which is weird.
Just crank it up then.
Yeah, may just have to. I apologize for this stream, but I'm literally just stroking the microphone to see if it's acknowledging the sound.
It's ASMR. Lean in.
Yeah, that seems to be acknowledging it, so I think it is the right mic.
As someone who genuinely enjoys ASMR, this is great for me.
I'm sorry.
I'm winning even if everyone else is losing. Yeah, work with us, chat.
Okay, I literally cannot turn my mic up louder.
Have we deafened you?
I literally cannot turn my mic up louder than this.
Perfect. they
Okay.
say. That
Cool.
sounds great.
Cool, I don't know, because when I speak it sometimes goes into the yellow area, which to me is like, oh, that's too loud.
I guess red is peaking, so like, yellow is like, you're in the danger zone, don't yell. That would make sense to me.
Yeah. Like, the only place I can go from here is turning everything else down in relation, because I cannot turn the mic up
I
anymore.
seem to recall that's how we used to have it though. Like
That's how
I
it is.
seem to-
That's how it is by
yeah.
default. If I showed you my bars, the desktop audio and your audio is already down by literally
A lot.
20 decibels is what it is lowered by.
Nice.
And mine,
Sounds about right.
yeah, my microphone was set to about -5 decibels, so it really wasn't much lower
Better off.
than
No,
yeah.
I don't have rot on my
So
side.
Anyway, now that's out of the way,
And especially considering I'm rolling a
we
lot
may
of rot
move
now.
on.
I'm gonna do some speed circles. They're not gonna be very round at all.
That's
Speed circles, just to get the muscle going.
Yep, muscular warm up. See,
I
this
want
week
to edit
people
this
can
thing
hear
already,
us.
but I'm determined to actually finish it first.
I did pretty well at the start of this, but even with
this
all the
week
good
people can
equipment,
actually hear
I don't
us.
think I'm gonna win this.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, we should acknowledge Silent Stream, huh?
It was, but because I
The,
couldn't
the
beat King
acknowledgement,
with it,
I mean, I
thought,
kind of gave a
I
brief
don't
cap
know
at the
if I can
start,
keep
but
this up.
basically for various reasons
And I
I was
kinda
not
need to win
at
now
my
before
usual
Stanley
location,
gets there,
but I was
which is about to
determined to maintain the art stream chain, which has remained unbroken.
Yeah, which is unbelievable.
We are almost always late, but we have consistently done it every Tuesday since we started.
Yeah.
So I was
madness.
Yeah. There will be. I can foresee an instance in the future where it will be unavoidable because I think in the far future I'm going to attempt to go on holiday. There may not be Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's also true.
So streaming literally will be physically impossible, and the chain will break, and I will be sad. I will probably still draw on Tuesday evening to myself.
Yeah. See, this is what happened behind the scenes. Is we were fully intending to just do this, but just not stream it. But then we worked out a way to kind of stream it anyway.
It's because I'm a stubborn ass who doesn't know when to give up.
Blue's stubborn, I'm stubborn, and here we are.
I had the revelation of, I have my tablet with me, and the tablet has the Twitch app, because I was like, I'll put the chat on my tablet so that my computer isn't running too many things. And then when the computer was just not happy, I was like, oh wait, I can stream using this, because there's a camera.
Yeah. And the setup last week was exquisite, chat. It was so good.
And that is how the silent sketchbook stream came to be.
It's your own peril.
Yeah. Should we, now that we can actually speak and communicate with words, should we explain Scribble?
I suppose we should, because
we probably should address the Scribble in the room.
Yes. I made a child.
I love so much. I love so much.
Basically, as I said to Coles,
PDR.
I literally thought this was a thinking in the shower thing, and it was something that I thought of a while ago. I just hadn't actually mentioned it to Coles. But last week I was like,
it's always the one.
Thought of a character idea, shared character with your lovely drow lady.
No, you have to remain.
And then I was like, if she is an ace detective, she needs an assistant. And
she's definitely not ace, but she's definitely a detective.
She needs an assistant.
Hey.
And I was like, I can fill in this role.
Yeah, and the more we thought about it, the cuter it got. Because we're basically, because you said you kind of mentally channeling Luke from Professor Layton.
Yes.
Which opened so many doors. Because that's the perfect dynamic for two characters, in my opinion. Especially because everything about Vera is ridiculous. Long-time watchers of stream will remember Vera, because I came up with her name on stream. I spent like an entire stream trying to come up with her fucking name, because she's a drow and she has a long-ass name.
Take a sip, babes. Health check from Stan G.
Hey, oh god, where's water? Oh god, full health check. Oh Jesus.
Full health check. Something went crack. So yes, we came full circle. Cause spoke about Vera on the stream, and then a while ago I thought up of like, she needs an assistant, and I want to be that assistant.
And it's me. I am the one who's going to do that.
See, Dash, you're not the one who needs to beg. What you need to do is beg a DM to run a campaign, or a one-shot probably, or a mini-session or something that these three characters can be in.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, probably like a mini detective campaign.
Yeah,
is what we need.
That's because as we were discussing,
let me play a ludicrously wealthy private detective lady.
As we were discussing, these characters kind of need a specific setting.
Yeah.
They probably wouldn't do well in just
a
generic...
They would exist in D&D universes, but they'd be better off as NPCs than PCs to some extent. Because a standard adventuring campaign wouldn't make sense for them, because it's very based around what Vera does.
You got a force law, so you got like...
there's a reason, it's like, to make the Sherlock Holmes comparison, it's in England, it's like, Sherlock doesn't, not going to go to Egypt to go hunt down a relic, because that's just kind of not what he does. He's not Indiana Jones.
But also, like, it has that kind of format to it of like they find a mystery, they do a bunch of investigating, they use like their specific skills that are rooted in like where they are and what they know. Like, it's very, like, I can imagine, like, they would have, like, a detective, like they're in the mansion, some you know, impoverished person and is like, please help me with this mystery, and they go from there.
Yeah,
Even though I
yeah.
always pictured Vera as like a detective for the super wealthy and like cared about like the super wealthy's gossip and affairs and such. I think that's still true, but I think this idea for these two is more compelling that way.
Yeah.
If they have like a Miss Fishers or a Sherlock Holmes kind of dynamic.
It's very much more of a people come to them than they go out for an for an adventure. So they would have a base.
It would be a great like
operations.
mini like 3-shot like great.
Yeah. I mean, maybe this is just me, but I envision that Nemo would probably be a good DM for this.
Oh my god.
I think Nemo would probably be a good DM choice for
That'd be
this.
so good. That would be so good.
Yeah, and while it could be any generic D&D fantasy setting, it probably does lean more towards that sort of, you know, Victorian-esque.
Almost. Yeah, I could picture Vera. I always pictured Vera in like a high fantasy, but I think like it's almost a steampunky.
Kind of slightly steampunky. I mean, it's kind of Sherlock at the end of the day, basically.
Yeah.
It's that sort of vibe.
Fuck, I hate that I both want to play this and run it. The DMing curse. God, steampunk Vera. Wait, this is the best idea we've had.
Well, you were the one who said she had the prosthetics. That leans itself into the
It's
steampunk.
true. She has solid silver prosthetics. Cause she is glitzy as hell.
And Scribble really
She's
likes
like-
them.
Yeah. No, you can't have my hand, Scribble.
oh
Have
my
spares.
fucking.
Oh
God.
yeah, we should address that too.
No, wait, but hold on. You will not believe this. Hold on.
Wait, what? Do I need to open my stream?
AJ gave me this.
Wait. I need to.
AJ gave me this.
What have you... What? Why do you... I mean, I don't need to know why you have that because it's AJ, so of course you have it. But... I know why you have it practically as an art.
It's an artist's hand. It's for reference of hand to reference the hand.
But also now I have to live with the knowledge that if we do ever get to play Scribble and Vera, at some point in an RP you are going to pick that up as a prop for Vera's actual
I will 100% will, just in the middle of the
I know
RP.
you.
I'm just gonna pick it up and I'm just gonna be like do.
Give me that back.
Oh.
She definitely has like 5 pairs that are all different metallics, but the silver ones are her favourite, so she can't have those.
Yeah, I've been obviously been practicing my 3D, as you know, and one of the things I was saying to Lucy was like, oh my god, I thought hands were hard to draw. They are a million times.
Model.
They are
Oh
a
my
million
God,
times harder to model because my god,
Yeah.
those fingers want to stick into each other and clump together.
Oh,
My
the
God.
mittens.
It is so hard. So very, very sweetly of her, AJ just randomly gave me this, and she was like, "Here, this might help," and I was like, "This 100% will help."
Yeah.
But yeah.
You're not just sat there like... What?
So yeah, I didn't have this when we spoke because I got it last week.
But now it's a perfect prop.
But now I actually have it for you to be just like, yeah. So I need to
Context for chat, in case you weren't here when I made Vera. Vera, from the elbows down, does not have arms. She wasn't born with them, so she has, like, metal, really glamorous, like, slightly clawed silver prosthetic hands. It's part of her character. That is the context for this conversation. Because we did just kind of go straight here.
Yeah, we just kind of beeline through it because we're so excited about our characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when we were talking, I was like, well, she's a kinku, so she likes shiny things. So it's like, oh no, she has metal hands. She's gonna steal her hands. And this led
I
to
personally do not see a problem with this death, but
this,
carry on.
this led to the wonderful scene of someone going into Scribble's room and seeing
Wow, we got
just
it.
a disembodied hand on the floor.
Yeah, because we were talking about this. Oh god, I love that we're going to revisit this conversation because I loved it so much. That basically Scribble's room in my head is like, because bear in mind Vera's from an old
All comes down
fucking
to
rich family. She's the only one
idea.
left.
There's
So
nothing Cool, well done. Great.
Scribbles has like a room in this massive mansion
GG.
that only has them two in it, and she can take anything she wants. So Scribbles' room is basically like Howl's room from Howl's Moving Castle. It's
100%.
just full of shiny shit that she's taken from around the house that Vera hasn't even noticed because the house is so big. But yeah, among them, if an adventuring party did like get introduced to Scribble, and Scribble was like, "This is my room," there would just be like full metallic prosthetics, like just hands.
Okay, he's younger than Blue.
Hmm?
Jesus.
It's great. Probably like so much jewelry, like so much. Most of it older than nations.
Yeah, that guard wasn't meant to fight you.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like in the campaign, in theory, it's like money is no object because this character always has money. It's about the intrigue and the investigation.
Yeah, definitely. And Vera is definitely not a throw money at the problem and go away kind of person, because that's not fun.
I actually think by
Unless it's like
you going into their
you
fox
know,
it because you're a corrupt.
you know, at the end of
criminal, or
some
have you got a higher
like
name?
into some interpretations of Sherlock
You're a
Holmes.
traitor.
Or at least this is true of Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries, which is what
Yeah, that's GG then.
Vera's based on.
We're the only thing we could hope.
Sometimes
for.
at the end of episodes, if there's like loose character threads of like this
You need to
character's
run
been
away more than
orphaned
anything.
now or left behind, she'll just set them up.
Yeah.
As like an afterthought. That's kind of Vera. It's like, okay, this is no longer plot relevant, but I will make sure they're comfortable for the rest of their life.
Okay, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or
Have you
if
thought
this is
about
really
with-
Miss
have you
Fisher's
thought-
murder mystery, she would adopt them.
Well, that's how
'Cause
Scribble came.
That's how Miss Fisher's goes.
That's how Scribble came to be. He's adopted this
Yeah.
little Kenku.
It's like, oh no. You're mine now.
The little Kenku has this
That's
wonderful
so lovely if you
ability to
misclicked.
perfectly recall any conversation she hears.
Yeah, and mimic voices and
Really
like,
good at
pretty
drawing.
music and really good at drawing.
Still feel like there should be more to the Spirit Stone Victory.
Brilliant. This is brilliant.
Too easy. I feel like there should be some sort of battle.
It's just another brilliant moment of your like 9,000 million IQ.
Aww, thank you.
Like you are operating at a different level because that's fucking genius. Ah. The terrible thing is it just makes me want to play Vera really badly. If I got to play Vera, I would literally have to order a fan because she would always. She's like, she's this, you know.
I would have to order
She's
the cat.
there.
I have to have the hat.
We have to have one prop each. From each
I
other,
ha-
though.
I
I
have
have to
got-
have a scrapbook on hand.
I have got the little flip notebook, so I could do the odd,
Yeah.
which I would do constantly. That's one of the sounds that she makes, along with obviously the scribble sound, because that's the thing is like sometimes to slightly irritate people, she'll be writing stuff, and even when she's not writing, she'll just be sort of quietly to herself, just sort of making the scribble sound with her mimicry, which is why she gets called Scribble.
Yeah.
So she's there just sort of like going. Shh,
I would
shh,
die for Scribble.
shh, shh.
I would die for Scribble. She's my favorite.
Very, very possibly, yes. This is very much the thing of, oh yes, she is also a little bit of a klepto because Kenku's.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Which is why Vera's like, I need to adopt this child before she gets into trouble. Or she has already got into trouble.
No, it's absolutely she's already gotten into trouble. Getting into trouble is Vera's full-time job. Vera's never not in trouble in one way or another. Either because she's digging into something she shouldn't, or because she's involved with someone she shouldn't, shall we say. Yeah. Oh god.
Right.
Fuck, I just want to rewatch all of Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries now. Shit! It's gone off Netflix, bring it back. This song's too relaxing. Hey.
Warm-up lines done.
Hey, nice one. I have like 8 different OCs in my head. I'm trying to get my attention.
Random Pokemon, type null. Damn, that is a busy design. Maybe
A lot happening there.
Yeah, maybe not a good one when we're already
Not
behind
today.
schedule.
Yeah. Go for like unknown.
Dugong, there
It's
we
like
go.
done.
Dugong.
There we go, easy enough.
We'll do Dugong. If you always ask for the same thing, it's not random, Das.
That's the thing. It's a meme, but I'm secretly in my head. I'm like, one day she's gonna get Ninetales, and then I'm gonna be happy as hell.
If it comes up randomly, I'm
But it has to
100% going to
happen
do
randomly.
it. It has to happen
Yeah.
randomly. We all know I love my Arcanine.
It has to happen randomly. Oh, I know what I'm gonna put on. I've got the new Cinderella album. What I'm gonna listen to, even though it's gonna make me want to reread a book I currently have in my roof, and therefore do not wish to retrieve. Oh right, you can't hide songs on Spotify for desktop like you can on the phone. Fuck. I hate this one song on this album. No, I accidentally clicked Photoshop! No!
Rip.
Ah!
Oh man, isn't that always Adult?
I feel guilty, but I need to reiterate. Pokemon D&D still firmly lives in my brain.
Oh yeah.
I know it has literally been forever. I do want to keep it up. It's yeah. I do still like attempt to tackle it.
Brian is still here. Don't worry.
It is still in my brain. I think the problem.
Another character I made based on Miss Fisher's. I think about that show too much.
Clearly. The problem is that it's very much an overthink thing because I know so much about Pokemon. I have like 50 million ideas that I could go for, and I struggle to pick one.
Yeah.
So I end up just end up sat there just going.
It's like me every time I try and think about running a Dragon Age campaign.
It doesn't seem like
It's like I don't even know where I would start or end.
it does.
Honestly, you're braver than me in that you actually was like, no, I'm gonna fucking start this shit.
That's because I sort of know that I would very much happily sit and daydream about it, but I was like, if I at least try to start it, then
Yeah.
hopefully that will get things turning. Which it did, because it did get me thinking more about
Yeah.
the plot instead of just fantasizing about things that could be, but I am still sort of in the, I could do this, or I could do this, or I could do this, or I could do this, and I can't pick one.
But also, like, to some extent, you should have some confidence, because I'm pretty sure that if we, in like some crazy alternate universe, if the three of us were like, fuck it, we're running this Saturday, let's go, like in a fucking craziness, and it was like, oh, okay, you could make up a Pokemon campaign on the spot.
I probably could.
You would not. I don't even think that would be difficult for you.
That's the thing. It would basically out of the like variety of ideas that I thought of, it would basically force me to pick one.
Yeah. It's the coin toss approach, but just with
Yeah.
emotional D&D blackmail.
Oh, as I've said before, when it comes to running D&D, writing the story and the plot is the hardest part for me. Mechanics I'm alright with, and like combat I'm okay with. Characters,
We continue
role
to
playing.
be the
It's
opposite.
the actual plot story bit that I struggle with. And that's the bit that's got me hooked on this, because like making an NPC for Pokemon I could literally do in seconds. You know, I could think of like what
Your
their
brain is a Pokemon NPC generator.
yeah, I could think of an NPC, I could think of what their primary Pokemon is, I could think of like what their fighting style is. I could probably do that no
You
problem.
do that for other people's OCs professionally.
It's true.
Like, here is my baby, what Pokemon do they have?
I think
Please
people come to me and go, I think they should have this Pokemon, and I go, good take, but have you considered this? And they go, oh fuck, you're right.
That's true. That is the friendship with you. That is what it's like. Okay, but Vera and Scribbles no.
But Vera and Scribbles though.
What Pokemon do they have?
I mean,
I don't know.
Murkrow is too obvious, but it is a good choice.
What about the one that can paint? Oh shit.
Smeargle.
No.
Yeah, Smeargle's not a bad one.
Hey.
Yeah, a Murkrow.
Not a wrong take.
A Murkrow, a Smeargle,
Oh, we have 3.
a Chatot, obviously the parrot Pokemon, a Chatot.
The Kenku Pokemon.
Yeah, Chatot, Murkrow, Smeargle. Basically the two arty Pokemon and the thief.
Oh fuck! Now I have to think Vera because I fucking threw this out as a meme, and now I don't know. My instinct is the same as Magius, but mostly for the vibes. But probably not correct.
How about Esper? Or Meowstic?
Esper's a good call.
Meowstic, which I think is the evolved form.
Yeah. I mean, hell, Perugly, as much as it's a meme.
Aww.
Not off the table. What the... It's not Jinx. What's the ice one that's weirdly elegant? In my brain.
There's a lot, but I'm gonna my immediate. There's a lot that are quite elegant for ice types, but my gut reaction was Frostlass.
Perhaps.
That was my gut reaction.
Yeah.
I like Frostlass. It's also a Sinnoh Pokemon. Hashtag Sinnoh remix.
Hey. Frostlass was Sinnoh.
Yep. It evolved from Snorunt, which is a Gen 3 Pokemon, but it was a Gen 4 evolution.
Hey. Oh my god, and it's Ice Ghost. That's literally the 2 types I was thinking of.
There you go, Frostlass.
Yeah, basically any Pokemon that has Frostlass's energy is about right.
Frostlass is literally based off a yokai, which is basically a noble woman who like wandered off in the snow and died in the snow. That's why it's ghost ice.
Yeah,
it's designed to look like it's designed to sort of look like it's kind of wearing a kimono thing. You see, it's got like the sleeve
I can see that.
on the arms, and it's got the waistband around it. I could tell you googled it, which is why I described it. Because I was like,
Yeah, Frostlass, Perugly. My brain says ghost types because A, purple, and B, like, she's a detective.
Okay, but what about the Gothorita line?
Oh, you're so right. Yeah.
See, my friends come to me and say, "What about this Pokemon?"
Blue brand. We've demonstrated it.
I go, "Have you considered this Pokemon?" And they go, "Oh my god, you're right."
Absolutely correct. Carry on. Vera's house is like definitely in a Pokemon episode would be a house full of ghost Pokemon. Like, not necessarily her, but it would be. Like, Vera's house is just a haunted house. Like, that's basically where I picture her. Big old haunted mansion. Becomes marginally less haunted when Scribbles is. Oh my god. Speaking of haunted houses, accidental segue. You know, I went on a whole rant about the animals of Lockwood Manor on stream one time.
Mm-hmm.
She has a book coming out next week. I totally didn't know. It randomly appeared on my feed, and I was like, pre-order.
Holy shit!
So I will probably. I'm getting it next week, and I will probably read it next week. So it's so on brand for me. It's almost insulting that she has written 2 consecutive books that are so on brand for me that I feel like personally attacked. It's called the Ophelia Girls.
Oh, wow!
And it's a book inspired by one of my favorite paintings of all time, which is The Drowning of Ophelia. And it's about a group of girls who are obsessed with that painting and try and. Oh god, I'm so excited! And it's another Gothic book, so I'm so excited as to wherever the fuck I'm gonna read it and tell you what I think about it.
I cannot wait for
yeah,
weekly
Jane
book
Healy,
club.
if you're watching this, I think we would be friends. Please continue to write books that are just for me, I think, at this point. I found this out because I went looking for Posey's new notebook. Because Posey's notebook is nearly full already. So I'm getting that one that I showed you, my next one.
Hell yes. Back in the days where used to be like, we need notebooks, so Birmingham trip.
Yeah.
And we would both go around Birmingham scouring all the bookshops for
Well, they're saying that.
notebooks.
Okay, don't judge me. I basically, because I've been listening to the new Cinderella musical, I was like, shit, this just makes me want to reread Ash by Melinda Lowe, which is a dark fairy tale queer retelling of Cinderella, and it's basically like a foundational text of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, shit, where is that? And I was like, it's either in the roof or it's in this pink box over here. And I haven't opened this pink box. End of sentence.
Fair enough.
Because it came from my old house while I was at uni to here, and I never knew what was in it. And I found a bunch of things that I was looking for. But what I also found was this many notebooks.
Hey!
Almost all of them are full.
Oh Jesus.
See, at least you use yours.
Because I love like shit 50p
them
notebooks
ones.
that I can just stuff fill with nonsense.
Jesus.
I also found this, which I've been looking for like forever. This is like
Oh,
one of the
yeah.
most
I remember that.
this is a purchase I made when I
That's
was
awesome, guys.
very young and have needed consistently my entire life.
Gonna load up COH and,
Flower symbolism.
I couldn't buy
Victorian,
all of them.
and
There's
also
of
it's
them
one of the
that
most
was
beautiful
part of
books
the
I
pack,
own.
and
Look at this shit.
Ooh,
Yeah, $249.
that is very nice.
Yeah. It's very cool. And basically, if you ever, apart from recently, because I haven't been able to find this, because it was in the cursed box, if I've ever named a flower in something, I looked it up in here first.
Fair enough.
Because I'm that bitch, and I look up Victorian flower languages before I put flowers in
randomly,
thing.
or you have to pay extortionate amounts of money for. Let's go for the other commander vest whose ones that I played. Yes, I now have many different ones.
What did you miss? Notebooks, me going off about book, me going off about flowers. I think
Probably
that's about it.
probably the tail end of the Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a lot in this one.
Dewgong's one of those Pokemon that I like, but don't think I've ever used it on a team because unfortunately Ice type is like the consistent end game type for some
I
reason.
feel like we've talked about this on stream before, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I think we talk
Ice
about
and
it.
Dragon are the end games.
Yeah, I think we talk about it every time I get a Pokemon that is in that category. Of like,
Yeah.
I like this Pokemon, but it appears too late in the game, so by then I have
Yeah.
my team
Pretty good.
established.
I feel that Bow.
You can have vehicles capture. Oh, fuck.
What's the
Mamoswine?
Mamoswine?
Yeah.
I like Mamoswine. Mamoswine's really cool. Is it Dumpo?
Yes.
But it shows up right at the end.
Yeah, 7th gym. Same in Gold and Silver. Here's the Ice Gym and an Ice Cave. 7th gym. You've got your team by then. You're ready. You're gearing up to go
Yeah.
to the Elite Four. That's not the time to be making
Yeah.
changes. They did the same thing in Sword and Shield. It
Yeah.
was really late in the game, and it was like here's an Ice
Seven
Zone.
Moon's the same.
Yeah, here's an Ice Zone. It's like they never start with an Ice Zone, which I get because it's like it's not an easy type to
Hard
deal with.
To deal with.
It's not an easy type to deal with, especially if you didn't choose a fire type. Then you're basically, kind of a little screwed. But at the same time, it's like
Or like second or
it's
third.
consistently late. It's consistently late in the game. There's a lot of ice types that I like, and I have not used because of this.
Yeah. I remember how much finagling I needed to do when I wanted a Alolan Ninetales in Sun and Moon. Because at that point, I was set. So I was like, but I want this in my team. Blue has just traded this to me. It's precious to me, therefore it needs to go in my team. So like reworking my whole squad of like level 80 Pokemon.
That was basically what I did in Sword and Shield, because with that one I put my foot down. I got to the Ice Town and I discovered Snom, and I was like, hell no, this thing is going in my team.
Oh, we've talked about Snom multiple times.
But I was somewhat lucky because I had inadvertently kind of doubled up on types at that point. I had both a Toxtricity and a Boltund. And it was like, well, Toxtricity is both electric and poison, so it is giving me more type coverage. So Boltund did get substituted for Snom, which then became Frostmoth. Which was Ice and Bug, which gave me even more type coverage, and I freaking love Frostmoth.
Yeah, I suppose.
I don't like Frostmoth because I don't like moths,
That's
but
fair.
otherwise it's really chill.
What about Snom?
Hey,
Blessed Snom. In Snom we trust.
it's one we trust, except when we don't. I don't know why I'm listening to this album, because every time I listen to it, I'm just like, look, it's mostly resentment. It's this guy's like West End debut, and his voice is not allowed to be this good. It's just not allowed.
Oh, are you done for the evening, Han?
It's half 9.
Oh, yes. Sadly, have to go back to work.
Stangy out here making me drink water.
Hell yes, you love to see it.
Remember something that I have. Turkish Delight. Really bad Turkish Delight, but Turkish Delight nonetheless.
Yeah. Yeah, see,
Would sell out sibling for.
the thing is that the types sort of go together. That both Ice and Dragon both are very firmly in the late game category because they are quite strong. Because it's again, it's like how many games have Ice as the second to last gym? How many games have Dragon as the last gym or Dragon as the champion? It's almost all of them. So I think it would be. I mean, it may not work mechanically, but I think it would be interesting just to try it, where it's like first or second gym. And it's like, well, here's a low-level Dratini. It's like, it's not gonna have, it's not gonna have the super uber stats of a Dragonite. And then people.
But it will one day.
Yeah, and people would be super excited for that because they'd be like, hell yes, I got a Dratini. I'm gonna keep this with me for the entire adventure. It's gonna be super strong by the end, and they're gonna feel like really strong about it.
I had that with my Trapinch in Alpha Sapphire, I want to say.
Yeah.
Because I got him at like level 27 or something like that, and it evolves at like 38. And I was like, okay, you're a commitment, little buddy.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be a super dope dragon Pokemon one day.
So it's not too far-fetched because I mean in Ruby and Sapphire they had Aaron really early on, and Aggron is a freaking
Training Aaron up is like hard work, but it's
a
so
beast.
worth.
It's a bit you're in level 40. I think it's 41 to evolve to Aggron. But at the end it's like, hell yes, I have a super strong steel type. So they should just do that. Like they could have had like a steel gym. They could have had Brawly's gym be steel.
Excellent point. Make a Dratini like the Ralts in the third game, where it's super hard to find but super powerful late game and a lot of commitment.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
I've trained the Ralts up, and it's so worth.
Yes, I did that. I caught the Ralts in my Omega Ruby and made it a Gallade.
Hey, I'm
was-
a God of War bitch.
I like both, but I like both, but I lean towards Gallade, and I was like, I've never had one before. In the original Ruby, I had a God of War. In the Omega Ruby, I went for Gallade,
Hey,
which is
I
why I am not having Gallade in Sinnoh Remix, because it was the first time I had Gallade on my team.
Yeah, my Sapphire team was baller. It was God of War, Flygon, Blaziken. It was great.
Yeah. Listen, they're not afraid about you being too strong, because if you look at X and Y, it was like, here, have all these free Pokemon.
X and Y is madness.
Have all
I
these-
love X and Y so much.
Have all these free Pokemon that all come with Mega Stones. For
Yeah.
free.
You want a Mega Charizard? Good job, bud. You're getting a Mega Charizard.
Yeah, enjoy. Just here, have it. So yeah, I think they should try mixing up the meta. I mean, I know that it doesn't quite work with, say, bug types, because they're literally built to be strong when they're lower level, and then they taper off. So bug type, they're kind of built that way. But I feel like it would be interesting, at least once, to try and mix up. Because they did put a bug trainer as an Elite Four member, and it wasn't, he's not a pushover by any means. You know, you got Skizor and Gliscor. Is Gliscor part bug? No, he's not.
I'm
is
a
it?
fire trainer, so I can't comment.
Yes.
All bug trainers are pushovers to me.
Yes, but what do you do when the volcano is the final zone? What do you do when the volcano's the fire zone? It's like you've been through the entire game and you get your team.
Fine, I'll find a way.
I mean, you'd have the fire starter anyway, so moot point.
Always have fire starter, forever.
Twisted fire starter.
That's me. That's me. Been tested a couple times, but I have never faltered.
Yes. See, that's what you're referring to is Snom. In this chat.
Stop disrespecting our house.
We love and respect the Snom.
There you go, boy.
So basically this boils down to is I want Game Freak to give me a Snom at level 5 so I can just have it from the get-go.
I will be okay with this only if we can be mortal rivals because you've got mom.
I understand it because, you know, Ariados exists.
Exists, yeah.
Like, but literally, I think I do love Snom more than Frostmoth, but also Frostmoth is just great, and having had it in my endgame team with like a really good move loadout, and it actually coincidentally had a good nature, and I got a good item for it, I was like, this thing is sweeping. This bug is sweeping.
Evil.
I waltzed up to the final gym, who was a dragon trainer with an ice type moth, and swept his team. He was like, "What up, bitch? I'm gonna set up a what up, bitch? I'm gonna set up a sandstorm." And I was like, "Haha, that's funny, Blizzard."
Definitely just got jump scares.
Oh no! Rip.
Fucking taken out by Andrew Lloyd Webber. I was just vibing to the Cinderella soundtrack, and the Godmother shop came on, and most of the Godmother shop is just them talking, and then there's a massive guitar chord, and she starts yelling, and I'm like, oh! It's one of the most fucking insane lines, though. It's the fucking, wait, where is it? And it's the only sung line in the song before it segues into a different song. But, like, just, it's the first line she sings in the show. And it's, fucking, where is it? Don't waste my time, child. I am an artist. I where is it? Oh, fuck, don't do that. I am an artist. I finish what God didn't get right.
Wow.
Each flawless face and magnificent body you see in this town is a masterpiece I have enhanced. It's like over like heavy guitar. It's like, where am I? It's one of like 4 really good songs in the show, so. I need to not eat this entire box of Texture Light at 9:45.
Yeah, no, that's not a good idea. Maybe cast it aside, throw it on the bed. If it's out of arm's reach, then it's less tempting.
Just throw it in the drop. I continue to spiritually be Edmund Pevensey.
To be fair, this YouTuber that Spook likes, which I believe he actually showed you guys the other day, he does the Nuzlocke.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we talked about this at length actually. Yeah.
Yeah. He's playing through an open world Pokemon game. Someone modded Pokemon Crystal so that there were no like barriers anywhere. So you know, like whenever it's like, oh, you must have.
Oh, nice.
You know, you it's like, you know, say Saffron City, where the guards are like, oh man, I'm so thirsty, I could do with some fresh water. They don't do that. You can just walk into Saffron City. And every single gym leader and stuff scales to your level. So regardless of who you fight, they're at your level. And then when you beat them, they all scale up. So, you know, you could fight Brock as the first gym leader, or you could fight him as the third, or you could fight him as the fifth. And it's because it's Crystal, you can choose Kanto or Johto, and it's literally pick where you want to start and go. So that, and watching him play through that is real interesting.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
Because he goes to
I love watching people play like modded Pokemon, and the more extremely it's modded, the more I like it the most.
Like he goes to Pallet Town, and like the route down south isn't fenced off, so he just walks down there and just catches a Tangler at like level 5 at the start of the game. And it's just, yeah, it's really cool to watch. It's a similar vibe of like he could
Terry,
because there's the surfing isn't really a limit because they've put in like ferries everywhere, so he could ferry to Cinnabar Island. He could ferry to the Seafoam Islands and go catch an ice dive. And it's just a really interesting way, and like, so it's like, even then I was like, oh, I guess I'll watch it. It's probably, you know, it's just Pokemon at the end of the day. But I was like, actually, this is real good. Thinking about it,
sounds interesting.
He's like looking at his team, and he's like, well, we've got a fire type, and we have like a ground type, and he's there, and he's like, you know, so we could just go like, we could ferry over to Johto and go deal with the Steel Gym, and then we'll come back and we'll deal with Erica. And we'll just get all of those dealt with first, and then by then we'll catch some new types to deal with the ones that we can't deal with right now. And I was like, what?
It's nice. I like the sound of that.
It's a real cool take on an old game because it's Crystal.
Nice.
He just went to the power plant. He was like, "Can we go catch Zapdos? It's my favorite legendary. Can we go get it?" And it was just there.
Can we just grab it?
Can we just go get Zapdos? It was there. It had an overworld sprite that they'd added in. It was just there. It was like level 30.
Nice.
Because it had scaled to his level.
His level, yeah.
Yeah. So he had, I think he had like 5 gym badges at the time, and he was like, "Can we just go get it?" And it was there.
Nice. I'm once again. I'm thinking about the Diamond Pearl remake, and I'm like, oh no.
Yes.
We have mentioned the dilemma to you, haven't we? That it comes out the same weekend as Endwalker does.
Yes. Look, I'm sorry, but at this rate I will not be up to date, so I will probably be playing Pokemon, not Endwalker.
It's fine. Also, doubt, but
yeah, who knows? At the end of the day, I can play Diamond and Pearl on my lunch break. I cannot play Endwalker on my lunch break.
That's the thing. All I'm thinking is like commuting. is gonna be the time.
I can take my Switch to work and play it on my lunch break.
I'm so excited to get shreked by that one fucking Pelipper over and over again because I won't have caught something to deal with it. I just won't. Like, I know myself well enough to know that I'm gonna fall into all the same pitfalls that I did when I played it when I was younger. Like, I'm not gonna have something to deal with that fucking Floatzel. I'm not gonna have something to deal with Pelipper. It's not even the Pelipper in the gym, like, if there is one. It's literally on the way up to the snow area. It's like on a path, and it's a mandatory fight. Like a gym trainer fight. Nope. It's like the last fight before you get into the town too. I just could not get past it. And it burned into me a lingering hatred that I still
It sure
have to this
did.
day.
It sure did.
all my least favorite Pokemon lead back to a similar story of I got stuck trying to fight one for days.
Unless you're Dusknoir.
Unless you're Dusknoir, in which case you're just a dick. This is why me and my sister are mortal Pokemon rivals, because she trains a Floatzel in a Diamond and Pearl party, and therefore I have to destroy her. Ever since I started playing Pokemon, we have been mortal rivals.
Look, that's just how it is when you have a friend and you get Pokemon at the same time. It's like, well, we have to be rivals, and obviously we have to pick different starters.
Yeah, me and Vicky have always been rivals. Like that's been our whole life. Probably because when we team up, we're too powerful and get forbidden from playing team sports together. That's a story I haven't told. Look,
I'm sorry.
Sometimes you and your pseudo sister are very competitive in a similar way, and therefore when you play team sports, especially sports where you are a duo, you get a little too aggressive, and therefore the hypothetical schools that you go to make a ruling that you are not allowed to be in the same team in team sports.
Oh my god.
Because you hypothetically,
Yes, Curls. Share with the class.
There's like 3 of them and they're all as bad as each other. Because you hypothetically hit a tennis ball so hard you break the racket. Knock a volleyball across a very high fence onto a neighbor's conservatory. Glass conservatory. Or just, get generally intimidating to smaller people than you.
You've been scaring first years again.
Not intentionally. Look, at the time, this is when we were at school together, which was a long time ago. But like, I was a lot bigger than everyone else. And I was very not aware of that. So I thought, when people just get out of your way, you don't really think about it. This is how Glory's backstory happened.
Oh no.
This is the part of my brain that Glory's backstory came from. But yeah, no, me and my sister were not allowed to be on the same team in sports. Because if we were against each other, we balanced each other out. Because we will fight to the death. But we'll do it against each other. If we're collaborating, that's too much for other people. Which is why we have to be Pokemon rivals. Because if we were a team, it would be over for everyone. Anyway, that's a story I hadn't told Blue.
Oh wow. Fair.
And again, I want to reiterate, I wasn't good at sport, or indeed anything. I was just very competitive and very committed. You can just surf as an ally or an enemy. It would balance out. It would. This is the one thing that she can rely on, is that I don't know shit about Pokemon typing. But she knows everything about Pokemon typing. Genuinely, if I can get you and Vicky in a room, I want you two to Pokemon battle in whatever game you choose.
Again, I feel
that
like
would be a fight.
I feel like I need to reiterate this, as I so frequently do. As much as I am the Pokemon nerd, I'm not a competitive battler. I've had one or two strong.
To be fair, neither is she.
I've had one or two strong Pokemon against NPCs, but fighting against people is a whole other kettle of fish.
Yeah. Yes, I just want to see you two know your shit in a space. Like, two people who know a lot about a thing hang out, be friends. Now this is wizard chess. I am absolutely dying. My nan has the heating on.
Why? We're about to be hit with a heat wave.
I might have to quickly move my fan. In fact, I am going to do that. I'll be 2 seconds. I'm going to turn my camera off because it's on the other side of my bed. 1 sec. I can breathe.
Dugong's done.
I love that feeling when you're listening to a song and then you go, oh fuck, I've got to put this on the certain characters playing this.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't want to put it on this character's playlist, but it fits.
Alright, let's see how we do with this. We have maybe an hour left on the stream because of how late we started. So, I can't envision a lot of progress will be made.
Didn't know where that came from, Das, but it is funny. I really forgot that this was 4 pages long.
Wow.
It's like the longest thing I've written in months. I fucking... Sometimes you have a fanfiction brainworm and it will not leave you alone until it's fully excised. I've been trying to work on it because it's literally got like like half a page left on it. Like I can feel it's basically done. But I've been every time I like open it and try and do it, I'm like, I'm not in the right frame of mind. So this actually makes me do it. It's like, no, I want to use Artstream to work on original fiction. Damn it! But here we are. I lost track of what I was reading because I was so entranced by Carrie Hopper's voice. I was just like, I was like, wait, no, I'm meant to be reading.
Man, why are you still awake? You should have been in bed ages ago.
I was pooping.
Gee, thanks.
You asked.
Why do you have a tape measure?
Measure my height.
Why? You're supposed to be going to bed.
Yeah, but measure my height. Give me a hand. I can't stand on it.
Why do you need to know your height?
Craig's asking in the chat.
Why?
Fuck's sake.
Lad stuff, you don't understand.
No, clearly I don't. Why are you acting like an 18-year-old?
How tall am I?
That's... God, I'm shit at reading these fuckers. 4 foot... 8, is that? I'm shit at reading these, because also the things really short. Now, let me take the headset off, because I'm going to end up yanking everything off. Hang on, chat.
Very important business.
I don't know how accurate just holding a tape measure is, because it wasn't the straightest. (5'9" / 5'10", because it may not have been straight.
Sad, off to bed. Can you turn my sound off, please? Shh, yourself. You've only been back a day.
You missed me dearly.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm I'm vibing to music. I'm vibing to musical. In this whole album, me and Kay reconvened the day it came out and we were like, okay, thoughts. And we both were like, the best song on it, standout, is this one song. And it just came out. We were both like, most of this is meh, but this one song. It's such a fucking tiny song. Mwah. So good. Ah, the endless tradition of me not being able to spell the names of my own OCs. It's the easier part of the name as well. It's like, of Iphignia car. You think Iphignia would be the bit I messed up. But it's the 3-letter surname that I continue to spell incorrectly. I can never remember which way around the H and the A are. I always get it wrong. Or I get it right and then I'm like, no, I've got that wrong, I change it to it being wrong. Then I have to look it up again. adds the mood. Is hands the unofficial theme of this stream? It's really funny actually because it's the one thing. The hands and the face are the only things I haven't done on that drawing, and it's also simultaneously the thing that will make me not touch it. I wanted to draw other things on that board, but I'm like, it's not finished, so I can't erase it. But also I'm not gonna finish it because the only things I need to finish are the hands and the face, and faces are really hard to do with chalk because they're not like fine enough details. Like they're too blunt. They end up just looking a little too big for the face. Losing concentrate mode.
What child?
Oh, there she is.
Fur child?
Baby.
Come hither. There's an empty chair here for you to sit on. Come on, fur baby, no. No, mother, do not touch me.
I'll have to see if I can get Phoebe up here one of these days.
Yes, yes.
You can say hello. She has come up here once or twice, but it's trying to get her because this bed is on level with the window.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, outside. I'm like, no. No. Even if the window's shut, I'm like, do not go that way.
Yeah.
You're a very stupid dog, and I love you very dearly, but do not go out the fucking window.
Please no.
Or stop barking at things, because you can now see into the neighbors' gardens and their dogs and their cats. Like, this is the same dog that doesn't recognize our cat if she's just walked out the door. Like, if the back door's open and Phoebe sat on, like, the back door mat, that's the word, and Matilda walks out the door, the minute she crosses that threshold, Phoebe does not recognize her anymore.
Yeah.
She just starts being like, literally, you can watch her expression be like, I'm a sweet dog. Anger. Yeah. See, Phoebe can come up here. She's allowed up here as long as she basically comes in and goes straight up onto here. She's not allowed to, like, wander around because there are other people who are less comfortable with having a dog in their room in this house. But I'm perfectly okay with it, and so is Dad, so... It would just be getting her to sit still when she was in here. Because she is a sleepy dog, but not when she's in new places. She's like, stuff. And God knows this room's a mess, so there'd be plenty of stuff for her to find and consume. Oh my god, okay, wait, I do have to tell this story because it's very cute. So, Phoebe, I think I've said before on stream, and I've definitely told you, Blue, and some people in chat, that Phoebe has like a stuffed piglet toy,
Yes.
like a plushie, that she came with when we got her from the shelter. She had the piglet, and we think they like anti-bark trained her with it so that she would always have it in her mouth, and she very rarely put it down, and she loves it basically. But it's got really nasty because she kept leaving it outside, so we kept trying to clean it, repairing bits that were missing off of it, and it's just gone too far. It's just getting to a point where it's not safe for her to have. and we were like, she has like a rope thingy, like one of those pull toys that she kind of uses for the same purpose, but she clearly doesn't like it as much as the piglet. And we're like, okay, what are we gonna do? And then one day I come home from work, and side tangent to this, my dad is one of those stereotypical dads who's like, I don't want a dog, I hate having a dog, I hate having to walk her, I hate that I've ended up having to take care of her. But then like the minute you like walk away, you hear him talking like a baby to her and scratching her ears and giving her cuddles and things, because he's soft and loves that dog really. So one day I come home and Phoebe, when you come in the door, she like brings you a thing. Usually it's one of her two toys, Piglet or the rope toy. If she can't find one of them, which she often can't because she leaves them in the back garden, she will bring shoes, socks, towels, the draft stop we have at the back door, anything she can find that she can put in her mouth. And she had like this little blue like squidgy toy. And I'm like, what is that? I realized what my dad had done is my dad repairs a lot of his clothes. He has like a stash of old jeans that have gone too far, and he uses them to catch patches out of to repair other things to do with his bike mostly. And what he had done is he had taken a bunch of these scraps of his old jeans and had made a little plushie out of all the jean scraps, like sewn them by hand because my sewing machine is still here. And he had sat there and sewn this thing together so that she could have it.
Oh no! Blessed baby.
And she is like obsessed with it. She will not put it, like we've kind of taught her that if we open the back door she has to drop whatever she's holding, but she really doesn't want to with this. She'll just like sit down and be like, she'll just have it in her mouth and she'll just sit there. Because she knows that if she goes out, she has to put it down. It's so cute. My dad is very nice. It's true. But yeah, so sweet. I was like, what were you saying about not wanting a dog? He's like, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, if I can get a picture of it, I'll put it in the group. But she loves it. And the thing is that Phoebe does with all her plushies is she uses them as pillows. Because when she sleeps, she likes to have something under her head like a human does. So she'll like put her plushie down and then she'll sleep on it. So, and because it's basically just like a little blob of cloth, this thing that he's made, and it's because it's made of jeans, she actually isn't breaking it very quickly, which is impressive. It literally looks like she's sleeping on a little pillow.
Oh, bless.
It's so cute.
Delete it, start again.
my past self is doing damage to my future self.
Mm.
It's wholesome damage though. It's wholesome psychic damage.
Oh,
Like,
right.
oh, it's so cute. This is so sweet. Apparently this is all I want to write. I only want to write really sweet Final Fantasy fanfiction.
Hell yes.
Health check. Plan this. It's always good to walk away from stuff sometimes,
I can
because you
relate
get
to
so
that.
like in it that you actually have to take a minute and step back. Every time you'd work on this build, I'm just like,
I'm glad you think that, because I'm now at the point where I'm starting to get frustrated with it as
You're
well.
in the I hate it phase.
Yeah, I'm in the God, this is not going how I want it to.
You gotta push through. You gotta push through. You know the phases, Blue. You have to get through this part. That's the hell yes. Okay, this is tricky. Hell yes. Actually, I hate this. You know what? I hate this. Actually. It's the artistic process. She's been trying a lot of grey fur.
This is the main issue with having a white character, is that in your brain you're like, well, they're white, so I paint them white, and that is not actually how light works, and it is frustrating that is not how light works. If you have something that is white, it will never look white in any situation ever, in anything. So keep that in mind if you're ever like, oh,
yeah. Most of this.
So keep that in mind if you ever have a character who's like, oh, they have a white scarf. I will look at you and I'll go, no.
Do not do this to yourself.
It is not
Looks
white.
at large bolt of white fabric over there. Yup.
I mean, the case in point is if I open up my best picture that I ever did ever, which was the picture of Blue. Because as we all know, Blue has white wings. Except... There we go. Picture of Blue. Blue has white wings, except if you do a colour dropper on that, is it white? No, it's like cream in orange.
It's cream and orange, some slightly blue tone grey, and some purple.
Yeah. That's exactly. You come in like in the darker shadows, and this colour spectrum starts hinting into the purple spectrum. It's like, oh, those are white wings. Incorrect.
That is how you perceive them. That is not how they're constructed.
Yes, 100%. See, Curls knows.
I've spent enough time doing photography for this.
It is exactly the same. This is the study of colour theory.
Colour is perception.
Yep, colour is perception. So when I was like, well, I want to draw a blue character, but they're against an orange background, it was just,
It's a nightmare, yeah.
Yeah, colour is relative, and white is the worst because it is blank. So it just takes
The absence they're in.
it takes up every colour that is nearby. Like, arguably on the flip side, if I look at Dalmara, that's the easiest one to colour because in any situation, the black will be black. If you put black under green light, it's still black. If you put black under blue light, it's still black. But the moment you have white, and it's like, well, it's in a green environment, which means it now has to have green tones into it.
It's green now. I'm sorry. It's mint.
So even though in this picture I've made Tala white, but it's like, well, in this scenario, this is a blue scenario, so her fur has to have blue tints into it. Even though I'm like literally fighting myself of like, but that's not the colour that it should be. So
It will look right in the end.
It'll look right in the end, but at the moment when it's like when you just slap blue on top of it, and it's like, well, that just looks totally wrong because the character isn't blue. Sadie, what are you? Oh, it's the box again. Okay. Because the thing as well you have to remember as well is that if you have a character, you've got their base colour, and you have to put the shadow, and you have to put the light. Well, the problem with having a character that is white is that the light has to be white. So white cannot be your base colour, because you can't go...
And really, like, white tone light is blue tone light. Like, practically.
Yeah. So even now I've like made the rookie mistake of like, well, I've put down the base colour as white, and it's like, well, the base colour can't be white because the highlight has to be white, because it literally can't go any lighter than that. So the base colour has to be like a grey bluish thing because the highlights have to be white.
Yep.
This is why doing flats is easy, because it's like, well, if I'm doing flats, it can be white.
White.
if you're doing flats, it can be white. But the moment you have to put shading in and like a light source, it's like, well, I have to take everything else into consideration because color is relative.
Light is fake and color is relative.
Basically what I need to do, really, is take this. Sadie, oh, Sadie!
What's she done?
She has a box to play with. Box.
Box. I have a box over here and I really want to take it downstairs and just give it to Matilda and see what she does, because I've never seen her interact with a box.
Aww.
So, like, I just want to see what she does. Is the instinct inherent in even mostly feral cats?
So what I need to do is, let's just make a copy of the layer and actually just freaking, where's my filters?
Like, actually forcibly make it not white.
Yeah,
but like
since
change the thingy of it.
Since I've used mostly white, I can just, in theory, put a blue filter on this and do a little
and turn
bit
it all the way down.
Yeah. Right, I haven't played around with Clip Studios filters, so I don't know where they are. Layer property?
Oh, shit.
Layer property tone?
I mean, you could also just... yes?
Layer property tone.
Fuck it, try it.
No?
Oh no, that's if you want like a screen tone.
Layer colour. Layer colour?
Yeah, that's what you do in Photoshop, surely.
Nope, that didn't do it.
It's doing something. The problem here is that I'm seeing slightly delayed from
Okay,
you, so I'm commenting on things.
Okay, let's try new layer instead, and
that's what I would do. Is just a new layer, blue, tone that shit down, take out the bit you don't need. But that is a relatively inaccurate way of doing things.
Right,
actually, by the
let's
way.
see. Darken. Nope. Scroll through these. Linear burn. Nope, not that.
No, linear burn in Photoshop is a nightmare too.
Well, no, I went to subtract and I was like, nope, that turned it orange. Screen color, glow, add overlay, nope. Soft, difference, nope, definitely no difference.
I guess soft light is kind of what you're looking for. I don't know what that looks like on here, but that's what I would think of in a Photoshop filter. Hey, frog's good for that. Oh no, we are actually turning Tala into blue. Oh no.
Yeah, again, it's like, this is the problem of like, when you're in the middle stage, your brain is just like, well, this is just wrong. This is just, this is like 100% wrong.
Yeah.
There we go. Tone it slightly.
See, yeah, when you put some highlights on that, I can like mentally picture it. Like when you take bits out and put the white highlight, like I can see how that's gonna equal out.
In theory.
In theory. Yeah, I'm thankful my limited knowledge of how lighting works has served me in this. My endless hours in a fucking photography studio going with two different fucking films, like a blue one and a thing and a light bulb, and just going blind, staring into one light bulb, going, which do I want, the blue or the yellow? What are those called? They're not called films. They're not called foils. Is it camera foil?
I don't know, not done photography.
Coloured lighting. Cover name.
They were
What
just
are they called?
They were just
Gels.
filters.
They're gels.
Oh, gels. Okay.
Yeah. Specifically for like a lighting, if you're putting like a coloured thing over it, it's called a gel. Generally, they're blue or yellow tones because it's more flattering for different skin tones to have a slightly blue light or a slightly yellow light. And if you're absolutely a mad lad, you can put a pink one over it and then really go off the deep end. See, I think what you're doing is magic because I have a vague understanding of how light works on skin, human skin. But you do it on fur, like, regularly, and that means that you have fucking practiced that shit.
See, you say regularly. I would consider this to be the practice.
I mean, yeah, it can be both. It can both be both product and practice.
I can only sort of think of 4 instances where I've actively tried to paint fur, and one of them is this.
That's fine. Frog is doing the Final Fantasy arts.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute. Yo, Das, your Vieira boy is very cute.
Aww.
He's very cute.
Look at them. Look at them.
All the Vieira boys are so cute out there.
Yes.
Look at my boy.
Yes.
Hype. I was so envious this week on Twitter just watching everyone make Mel Vieira, like... I don't get access to it. Curse you, Squeenix. I totally get it, but curse you. It's fine. I did open up the character creator in Final Fantasy and just like make just dicked around in there for a while. Made a bunch of Iphignia's brothers.
Nice.
Because Iphignia has a big family in my head. She just hasn't seen them in like 15 years.
Let's play the old. What layer is that on? Because it ain't on. It ain't on the right layer.
When I was dicking around with pictures of Iffy the other day, and I was like, oh man, I forgot. I forgot when you're doing like lighting detail. Obviously this isn't like a photo, but it applies. It's like trying to work out, because I don't name any of my layers. But a lot of them are doing like very small highlight increases. But because they're a specific layer type, they have to be their own thing. So I'm like sitting there pressing the hide and unhide, going, what do you do? What do you do? Nothing. What was your purpose? I'm sure there was one. We do not. We were just talking about it. But hello, welcome.
Hello.
We were just talking about it.
And getting angry at myself for making so many characters white.
Just pure white. Just to really annoy yourself.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just going to accept that I'm going to spell this word wrong every single time, and then, but at least it's in the same way, so I can just control replace it at the end, because I'm having to type it a lot. Yeah, we know how to do it. And Blue knows how to do it. Even I don't know why I included myself in that. Blue knows what she's doing. It's just a pain in the ass. why you're here, Frog. You're doing excellent work.
Doing the Lord's work. Turn this back up. Turn it off for a second because I need the right colour. There we go.
Reckless use of the frog summoning ritual. I don't know why that idea is very funny to me.
late night quiet of concentration.
Yeah, I can see the end of this thing, but it keeps getting further away. It's like, oh God, I have to get through this fucking. Get out of the way.
There is always value in a frog summoning ritual, because then we have a frog.
We always, by virtue of the frog summoning ritual, we gain a frog. We're up from the beginning. we're in the green from the get-go.
Hey!
Unintentional, but worked out.
Aww,
Hey, nice one,
hi,
Cor.
Cor. Thank you. Cor here with the health check.
Oh, Spotify, thank you. I was like, okay, I'm done listening to this album, let's put Shuffle on. It's appropriate for this piece of art that you're doing, unfortunately.
Oh dear. It happens.
It's a song called That Unwanted Animal. It's like one of my favourite songs at the moment. Maybe not appropriate for this piece of art, but definitely not in words, but the vibes. You know? It's a little spooky, it's a little unhinged. It has some, like, howling and screaming in it.
Nice.
It's appropriate. See? That's the dream, Frog. Frog's living the life. I'm watching two so-called celebrities fail at making baked Alaska.
Yep.
Celebrities falling short of a level 5 sim. Fuck, I haven't played The Sims in a while.
It's because you've been in Final Fantasy hell.
I can't open that door, otherwise I won't come back for a while. You're right, Sanji. Thank you for the time warning.
Yes, very true.
We just had a health check, but thank you.
Cor beat you to a health check.
Oh god. That's what would happen if I tried to cook it, to be fair. I'm not good at working with cold ingredients. I don't have like a strong enough sense of time passing to work with things that need to remain cold for the entire process. I can barely keep food hot for the entire cooking process because I just lose time. Frog. Thank you for answering the summoning ritual.
Yes, thank you.
I've changed my mind. This part of the scene does not need to exist. It's a cute thing, but it's not necessary. It doesn't resolve what I set out to do. So how does this resolve? You should end it 10 lines before you think you should. Where does it end? I could just leave it there. There we go. That's done.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Hell yes.
I'm done with it.
The
You should
line-
be done because it's 11 minutes past 11.
This is true. And yet.
And yet here we are. How long do you think it ended up being?
5 pages?
It did end up being 5 pages. How many
Hey.
words?
I'm not very good at translating word counts into pages because diving.
Who does that?
I don't know. I literally couldn't even begin to pick a number.
2,800 words.
Mm.
Nearly 3K. It's very cute. It's
Hell
very
yes.
sweet and
Hell
nice. If it didn't contain spoilers, I'd send it to you immediately. Hey! Oh, damn! Shit, you just like churned that out?
Now, when you say churned it out, I'm throwing paint at a canvas. It doesn't look very neat
but
in the
that's
slide.
just put in Okart chat.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, not you.
I don't have the Discord bloops on, so I don't know when people send
No.
stuff.
Sorry, I'm responding to chat.
Yo! What the fuck?
Yeah, like, it's like, wait, you just like took 5 and did that?
Holy
Kaz?
shit!
That's the secret death. Always use reference.
Always reference.
Always use reference.
Always use a reference.
I started with fuck it, then I went, wait, yeah, best art does.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I just tapped back into the Twitch chat. Oh, the actual Twitch. Holy shit. Doing some fun sculpting with shadows right here.
Kinda, yeah.
Love to see it. Jane's lion's eyes on like mood ring.
Alright, Angry Polish Man has come to end the stream.
He has decided that stream is over, therefore stream is over.
That's fair.
Which is fair, yeah. It's a good place to stop too.
I think we should be doing pop tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should be.
I'm on up more,
Yeah.
at least. Right. And Oki Hurts, that's his official name now. Mayhap. We will see. If I message him in Discord, we need to end the stream. Although we never will.
Alright. Farewell, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm glad that we could be back to normal. Felt good.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Potentially D&D tomorrow.
Potentially D&D tomorrow. Woo. Yeah, that's a yawn. Good night,
There
everybody.
we go. Good night.
Bye.